Hello everybody, I am Purpleway and I am back for more Wizard101. So let's begin.
Merle Ambrose sent another student to help out? I guess he thinks that Susie and her brother cannot handle this situation.
What are you doing here then? Does that mean he can't trust you either?
Well, that's what happens when you send Storm students to do a Death student's job.
I love that quote. That's what happens when you send Storm students to do a Death student's job.
Susie says that her brother is missing? Ha! I think he is hiding back.
That was the ultimate quote in the beta.
I'll check around and see what I can find out. In the meantime, I could use some help with my field studies. I need to find out the fighting tactics of the undead. Knowing how they fight may give me some insight into how we can defeat them.
Oh, really?
I would do it myself, but... I just ran out of treasure cards. It shouldn't be too hard. Just defeat some haunted minions and rotting fodders. Report back to me afterwards.
What do you mean you ran out of treasure cards? You don't use treasure cards to fight, you use actual spells. How can you call yourself a deaf student if you use treasure... Ah, never mind. You're annoying. And you're bad. You're bad. Anyway, let's begin. And we are going to fight some haunted... Yeah, that's a word. Haunted minions. And by the way, if you think the street looks differently, that's because Wizard101 has actually put up the Halloween decorations. So yay, good for them. Good for them. So yeah, here's a new enemy. These are the haunted minions. They're still not very complex as far as enemies go. Most of the enemies in Wizard City are very basic. So don't expect any, well, thorough bios on any enemies. Even the bosses aren't that complex. But I will introduce something... No, I'll wait till next battle. The next fight I'll talk about what I want to talk about. And I'm very surprised I didn't fizzle. Because I normally fizzle a lot whenever I play. 210. Go for 105, and that's the game. That's the game! Thumbs up if you can if you know where that's from. No, don't thumbs up. Leave a comment. Why am I asking you to thumbs up? I don't care. I'm doing this for fun. And I do not have anything in my hand that is worthwhile. Balls. Something I don't think I ever said before. If you right-click on a card, you'll discard it, letting you pick up 2 cards the next round instead of 1. Don't scream at me. I am your father. I don't know where that came from. I'm just being random as usual. Or very unprofessional as usual. Okay, now to save time. During this walkthrough I will actually be cutting out fights. And all that good stuff. So yeah. These fights aren't very long, but they add up in time. So I'm going to cut out the rest of these fights because it'll be the exact same thing and you don't want to watch that. And I'll see you guys when I'm done fighting these guys. Real quick, I want to talk about something. We actually picked up an Athene that battle. Athenes are self-explanatory. Well, they're not self-explanatory. What the hell am I saying? So yeah, we got this Athene. It gives us 18 bonus mana. You can only use it at level 5. And that's all I wanted to really say. That's all I had to say. So, you know what? We only have to fight one more. I'll keep the camera running. It won't be long at all. Okay, pass. Oh, I could have casted Firecat. One thing I have a bad habit of doing is only using attacks if they're going to kill the enemy in one hit. Because it is very wasteful to just keep using small attacks until you finish off the enemy. Basically, I don't like pecking away at them. Can't talk. If that's what you want to call it. And I was doing so well this episode. I was talking correctly, I was being informative, and then I just had to say that. Aww. Combo breaker! Go to jail, do not pass go, do not collect $200. And we have a tutorial tip.
You've just received a pet snack. You can feed pet snacks to your pet after it completes a training game.
Even though we haven't learned about pets yet. So... Anyway, let's head on. Let's not lag. Let's head on and defeat some rotting fodders now. Are they called rotting fodders? I've always called them rotting fodders, and I don't know why. I don't know. I have to look up their name. Because I do not know the difference between fodder and foider. Because I think that's what their name actually is. But rotting fodders actually have something special about them, which we will see in a second. Rotting fodders... Actually, let me reword that. Here are rotting fodders. They are actually the introduction to more advanced enemies. Rotting fodders if you haven't... Sorry, I need to focus. If you haven't seen the bio, even though you should have just seen it, I don't know how you couldn't have seen it. And I don't know how many times I just said seen it, but I did. If you just saw the bio, you will know that they have boost and resists. And that guy said nice. Just have to say thank you. So yeah, every school... So now, when you're fighting mobs, every school will have a boost and resistance to specific spells. The boosts and resists go like this. Every mob has a resist to its school, so rotting fodder is a... I cannot get my words out because the audio is quite loud on my end, so I will need to turn it down again. And why does this guy keep using exclamation points? I do not know. So yeah, every mob will resist to its own school, so this guy's a storm creature. He will obviously resist the storm spells. And if you haven't already... And resistances reduce the power of attack spells, obviously. So yeah, fire and ice boost against each other. Life and death boost against each other. Myth and storm boost against each other. Balanced lint boosts against... Did I just say resist against each other all those times? Fail. Ice and fire boost against each other. Life and death boost against each other. Storm and myth boost against each other. And balance boosts against life, death, and myth. Because balanced is balanced. Yeah, balanced is balanced. That's gonna be my catchphrase of the series. Guess what, guys? Balanced is balanced. That's gotta be my catchphrase of the series. Anyway, moving on to recording being stopped. Sorry about that. We are going to continue on fighting rotting fodders. I really need to look up their name. I have no clue what they're called. So next up, this guy. Let me delete some cards. And now I'll actually make it... In fact, I can use an example of how boosts and resists work. So this is a myth spell. So like I said, storm and myth boost against each other. See? So the spell will deal more damage. Just threw dirt at me. Don't dirty me up with ya dirt! That sounded very awkward. I'm sorry. Don't go dirtying me up with yo dirt. Bad attempts at being funny are bad. Okay, that's 3. Let's go fight another. And that is a pretty pony. I just said pretty pony. I don't know what's wrong with me now. It's completely okay. And I accidentally joined the battle, but it's okay. Everything is okay. Everything is okay. No offense, but this girl is over friendly. That's all I'm saying. Over friendly, over friendly, over friendly. Then again, that's not really a bad thing. And I won't really say anything. Ice ball. And finish him off. And I see a mana wisp, which I want. Mana wisp, mana wisp. Early in the game, mana is a huge problem, because it'll define how long you can stay in battle fighting things. But once you get higher in the levels, mana does not become a problem in the slightest. And I cannot see... Oh, he finished. That's why I couldn't see any mobs. Let's get this cattail. Cattail is another type of reagent. And let's go talk to Duncan Grimwater. More cattail. Ooh, we got a lot that time. Sweet.
You survived? I mean, that was fast.
What are you trying to do?
Those
Kill me?
Those undead are not as tough as they seem, are they? So what did you learn?
Probably because they're sort of dead.
What? The undead were using storm magic? That doesn't make any sense. Where could they have learned that? Maybe you could ask Susie what she might know about this. And tell her I'm still trying to find out what happened to her brother.
Whatever. But anyway, I think I'm gonna end this off here, because I already went over time. And like I said, I do not like long videos unless I have to. So next time, on the Wizard101 walkthrough, we will be talking to Susie Griffinbane, and see what she knows about the undead using storm magic. See you guys then. if you haven't seen the bio, even though you should have just seen it, I don't know how you couldn't have seen it. And I don't know how many times I just said seen it, but I did. If you just saw the bio, you will know that they have boost and resists. And that guy said nice. Just have to say thank you. So yeah, every school. So now when you're fighting mobs, every school will have a boost and resistance to specific spells. The boosts and resists go like this. Every mob has a resist to its school, so rotting fodder is a... I cannot get my words out because the audio is quite loud on my end, so I will need to turn it down again. And why does this guy keep using exclamation points? I do not know. So yeah, every mob will resist to its own school, so this guy's a storm creature. He will obviously resist the storm spells. And if you haven't already, and resistances reduce the power of attack spells, obviously. So yeah, fire and ice boost against each other. Life and death boost against each other. Myth and storm boost against each other. Balanced boosts against... Did I just say resist against each other all those times? Fail. Ice and fire boost against each other. Life and death boost against each other. Storm and myth boost against each other. And balance boosts against life, death, and myth. Because balanced is balanced. Yeah, balance is balanced. That's gonna be my catchphrase of the series. Guess what, guys? Balanced is balanced. That's gotta be my catchphrase of the series.